People tend to cheat in aim trainers in a very different way to how they do in games. Aimbotting has been tried before, but usually gets caught very quickly. With no visual clutter to obscure how your aim looks, their inhuman style becomes more obvious. So instead, people turn to slowing down the aim trainer. Aiming in slow motion makes your movements still look human and believable if done right, while also giving you a massive advantage when competing with others. This does come with some telltale signs though, one of which is that it would increase your frames per second, since a second in the eyes of the game is now longer. And then I remembered something. There's this scenario, .ts Advanced. Shimmy got a really good score on it really quickly, right after it came out. It took me like 5 hours of playtime to beat, and in that time I checked his little replay stats on the Kovacs leaderboard, and his FPS really stood out to me. 1463. This is way higher than what I get, and I have a better PC than him. At the time I thought, wow, he must have a really optimized Windows, but now, after this, I couldn't be so sure. Now, his FPS wasn't impossibly high. I've seen people get more, but it was weird, and I mentioned this to a friend of mine, Ricky. He, at this point, was certain there had to be more. Looking back, his VODs did seem a bit strange, oddly fast for someone who says that flicks suck. So he went digging, and came back with countless oddities, the same scenario getting different frame rates hours apart, his frame rate changing within the same play session. So I started looking too and found something that convinced me personally. On this scenario here, Shim Micro, his FPS suddenly increases by around 10% midway through his play session, and in sync with the frame rate increase, his scores also increase by 10%. This is exactly what would happen if you were to slow down the game to 90% speed.